someone knock this over?
Yes, sorry.
Just now?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Just now. It just when.
Yeah. Tom. Let's hear for Tom Joyce with his videography here, yeah. And Vicki Raven doing sound thing. Thank you, Vicki. For those of you who don't know, there's a lot of things happening for Music Finale now. Number one, we're gonna pick the winner of this guitar on August 13th. Anybody who wants a chance, come see me back there or go to the website, you can buy a raffle ticket there. It's a $1,500 Taylor guitar. Number two, we have 24 applications for music scholarships. We're gonna pick 5 winners on July 15th. There's some great musicians on this list of 24. To apply, for them to apply, they have to be a music major at an accredited college or university in the United States. Probably half of them are at Juilliard right now, but there's some other great musicians. So stay tuned for who's going to get. First prize is $7,500. Second prize is $4,000, then $2,500, and 2 $1,000 honorable mentions. Thank you to everybody in this room who has bought a raffle ticket, made a donation, whatever. We put all the money together and we spread more music with that money. That's all that happens. So thank you. Since it was his birthday yesterday, does everybody know whose birthday it was yesterday?
Bobby Dylan.
Bobby. So I thought I'd do a Bob Dylan set. This first one is my song, which showed up when I watched No Direction Home, a documentary by Martin Scorsese. That was an amazing documentary. It took you from Dylan in Hibbing, Minnesota as a teenager, all the way to his really world fame in probably 65 or 66. This is called, after I watched it, I picked up the guitar and this whole song was there. Don't ask me how that happened. It's called Ode to Robert Zimmerman. Because we all owe him a little debt, I think. Well, he gave us words. He gave us a choice. Yes, he opened up our hearts. And we found our voice. So we sang his songs. And some of us wrote our own. Yes, he lit the way, the direction home. Through the years, through the wars, through the fears, through the storms, when a new generation needed to be reborn, we heard his songs. We heard his songs. Well, before he came on to the scene, music was squeaky clean, silky smooth. It was like a dream. But God gave him a different sound, and God gave him words profound. He sang about war. He sang about peace. He sang about love. He sang about release. And we heard his voice and found our own. Then we shared our souls on this journey home. Through the years, through the wars, through the fears, through the storms, when a new generation needed to be reborn, we heard his songs. We heard his songs. Through the years, through the wars, through the fears, through the storms. When future generations need to be reborn, they'll find his songs. They'll find his songs. They'll find his songs. Thank you. Some of you are old enough to remember 1975. 1975, there were two great albums that I remember. And I actually know a couple songs of both of those albums. One was Born to Run. And that was the breakthrough album for Bruce Springsteen. And Bob Dylan came out with Blood on the Tracks. That was a great album. I used to know a few songs off of that. But I only know one, so I'm going to play you one song off of Blood on the Tracks. If you know it, sing along. Oh, by the way, for all you singer-songwriters, another thing happening, you got a song, an original song, you want to enter it in the first annual Music for Humanity songwriting contest. First prize is $1,000, second prize is $500. You've got plenty of time to enter it. We won't pick the winners out until, I think, November. So check it out online.
Video or what do you?
No, MP3.
MP3?
MP3 and the lyrics. That's all you need. Okay? Lyric sheet. Okay. Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, just wondering if she changed at all, if her hair was still red. Her folks, they said, our lives together sure was gonna be rough. You see, they never liked Mama's homemade dress and Papa's bank book. It wasn't big enough. And I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading off to the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues, getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Oh, I helped her out of the jam, I guess. Just used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west. We split up on a dark, sad night, both agreeing it was best. Then she turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great Northwest, working as a cook for a spell. Never did like it all that much, and then one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, lucky to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. Oh, I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. Then later on, when the crowd turned out, I was just about to do the same, but she was standing there in back of my chair, saying to me, don't I know your name? Well, I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines in my face, I must admit, I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe, tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove, then she offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said. You look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like running gold, just pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul for me to use. Tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street. That was Brooklyn. It was a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night, revolution in the air. Then he started into dealing with slaves. Something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned. Then she froze up inside. And when it finally, the bottom fell out, well, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. So now I'm going back again. I got to get to her somehow. You see, all the people we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, others are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. Thank you.